Starting at
center. Aaron Finchers.
Yeah. You guys are in trouble. Really?
Yeah, we in trouble.
Really trying to get them.
No, I'm gonna start. No, I'm gonna start Drew. Eubanks at the 5. Everybody else the same.
How do you go about like learning the new guys? You've obviously had to do it a bunch this year, but like, what's your process for kind of learning what they're like?
Yeah, it just takes time, man. You can't really cheat it. The one thing I always do is talk to, the coaches where they just came from, just try to get the intel on them. What type of dudes are they? What kind of practice habits do they have? Things like that. I'll do all that type of due diligence on them and recon on them. But other than that, you get them here, meet with them. Kind of talk to them, just one-on-one for a little bit, and you just kind of have practice. And we can't practice that much, so really kind of get to know their games a little bit, actually in the game. So it's pretty interesting.
For a guy like Brandon, I saw you say yesterday in practice that he's going to be fun. How do you get to fun? Like, what did you see from him, or where did you see these guys?
Yeah, well, he just has, he just got a lot of one-on-one game, a really tight handle. He's pretty athletic to be a smaller guy. And then again, I watch a lot of his G League games. Obviously it's a different level of talent, G League and the NBA, but those dudes are really talented and they play really, really hard. So the adjustment won't be too difficult. The biggest adjustment for those guys is play calls, our concepts and principles, how we like to play. The good thing for him is he's a little familiar with our stuff, with him having been here for that week. So
you do watch a little bit of film on this guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
We'll see from Keon. Or what have you seen from Keon?
We haven't done much, man. We haven't done much other than a lot of 5-on-0. We haven't had a lot of live stuff in practice. But I think, you're going to see somebody that plays really hard. He's really athletic. He's going to be all over the place. I mean, he's fast as heck. He's pretty skilled in the way that, he can make shots. I haven't seen him play enough. We haven't had the opportunity, but I haven't seen him play enough to know his feel and other things about the game, how quickly he picks up stuff, how much he retains in timeouts. I don't know those things yet. So we'll be getting to know him at the same time.
Big picture, obviously Ant has a future with this team. You guys are building around Dame. And Josh, more and more, is looking like a guy that should command being a starter. But you got 3 guys there, and if you start all 3 of those guys, aren't you kind of replicating what you did with Dame, CJ, Moore?
I could see that a little bit. But we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. We know that we definitely have one start out of those 3 guys. We don't really know how it's gonna play out yet, so I'm really not thinking that far ahead because there's so many different possibilities out there, but I love what Josh is doing. I'm happy we have him. And I think whether you're starting him or you're bringing him off the bench, you're going to get the same guy. And I love everything he's about.
How much of these last 23 games kind of figuring out, from here to there, from here to October, how do you go about that?
Yeah, a lot of this is going to be kind of exploratory, to be honest with you. I know as a coach, I'm going to be trying all type of stuff during this time and timeouts and just different things. I'll probably be trying some things as a coach. I think even with rotations and minutes and things like that, I'll be probably changing a lot of things up. So a lot of this is, is about, again, development, mine, my staffs, the players. And we just need to know, that's why I love how we're playing, because everybody on our team is playing with so much confidence. And I think you get the best version of people when their confidence is up. And so I need to know what we have, and what's possible. So that's what I love about that.
Coach, this has been a level of validation for you and your vision and how you see basketball and how it should be played. You came in with a vision. It didn't necessarily work with the other groups.
Yeah.
But now you can see.
Yeah, I would say so. But more than anything, I think, as you guys know, as I sit in front of y'all before and after games, my message and how I see the game hasn't changed since I met y'all. It's been the same. And I coached like 3 different teams this season, and so to be playing the way that we've played recently, at least, you guys y'all know it by way of what I say, like, this is how I like it to be. This is how I like us to play. So I've been very happy for not only for our guys, but just for our staff as well. Just, see what we believe, playing out pretty good.
Was there any moments of wavering that, maybe this isn't the way to go, or maybe this doesn't translate?
Nah, there was never that, and it's not because I know it all, but I'm a student. And I look at all the really, really good teams around the league, one that we're going to play tonight. And all of those really, really good teams have the way that, we talk about playing offensively and defensively. That's how they all play. Now, yeah, they run different plays because everybody has different personnel. But the meat and potatoes, it's pretty consistent, and there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, it's not one way to do it, but I think at the end of the day, like, there's 2 or 3 ways to play defensively that if you don't do that, you're probably not going to be that good of a team, and offensively as well. Y'all good? All right.